Let me know in the comment section. It's getting scary. It's getting really, really scary, isn't it? Let me know if you can see me, guys, in the comment section, and we'll be going straight away through the content. How is everyone doing? Is everybody scared with this kind of price action? Let me know in the comment section. Now I'm going to do a poll. A long time since I haven't done a poll here for the comment. And basically, do you think we are going to successfully break down $40,000? Let me know in the comment section. I'm going to do a poll right now, and it seems like we are live. Make sure to smash up that like button, guys. Markets are looking a little bit scary, but you know, it was in the cards. It was in the cards here. We were talking about, you know, the potential scenario here by coming all the way down to the 40k, low 40k range, all right, to have that volatility to the downside and have a little bit of scary action, right? Something we were looking for, potentially that similar price action like what happened here in July. Now what is happening right now is that we are seeing this everywhere, guys. It is absolutely everywhere. I've gone through Twitter, and you can do yourself, you know, if you have got a Twitter account, you know, at least from 10-15 posts, one or two about Bitcoin, they are going to be about this. You know, it's an accumulation zone. It's an accumulation zone. I've seen so many, like I said in today's episode. It's absolutely crazy, and I do not like this at all. You know, I do not like it, because the more you expect something, the less chance that it's going to happen, right? We were talking about this scenario last week, and I can see it everywhere right now. And it's yeah, it's not a really good feeling. It's not giving me a good feeling for the coming weeks, guys. This is the thing. And you know, like I said in today's video, also we had you know, the Goldman Sachs news. Also not good. Okay, not good. He is saying about $100,000 Bitcoin. I did see this from, yeah, BitBoy Crypto. I did see he posted this, and it seems like people get overexcited. If you take a look at the comment section, people get overexcited of, you know, Goldman Sachs finally calling, you know, Bitcoin being a bullish asset. And you know, I think he's been bullish since Bitcoin was at $1,000, but they just don't say it when it's at low prices. They say it when it's at high prices. So retail can buy in and they can sell on top of you, right? So they pump the price a little bit so they can sell at higher levels, because retail is buying because of this news. It's always worked like this, guys. And this is the kind of thing that I just do not like. This is what gets me bearish. And you can take a look at comment sections here on this actual tweet, okay? And some people get it, but a lot of people are like excited, right? Finally, something good happening. You know, a really big bank calling, you know, saying good news about Bitcoin. This is bad news, guys. When a bank calls, you know, when banks are saying that, yeah, Bitcoin is a good investment, then yeah, you want to turn around and run away and sell everything. Not exactly, but yeah, I do have that feeling when I see this. So yeah, not at all. For me, this is bad news. When I see this, is bad news. Obviously, yesterday we did have, you know, Fed minutes point to earlier and faster rate hikes and more aggressive tightening. So basically pushing inflation down. They do want to get it close to 2%, but this is just talk, okay? This is not, usually when they say this, markets dip, they dip a bit more, it gets a little bit of aggressive dip, and then it has a bounce, because after a few days, they actually not tightening anything, right? So yeah, this is basically not too good news for me. I see everyone talking about this accumulation zone, and yeah, this just doesn't make me feel bullish at all, guys. We need the people scared, and yeah, if we start seeing people extremely bullish in these dips, you know, there is a possibility that we might just slice through the $40,000 major support level, and a lot of people, you know, are going to start calling for $30,000 the bottom. And no, guys, it seems like we need a proper washout, and I don't know. Let me your opinion. Give me your opinion, guys. I'm going to put a poll right now, and I'm going to go through the comment section, okay? I mean, I am still relatively bullish. All right, as long as long as we're staying above $40,000, I am bullish. All right. If you want to scalp this, you can scalp it on the 1 hourly time frame, on the 4 hourly. We are in a downtrend, so you're potentially looking at short trades in the immediate short term, right? I was in a swing trade. I'm getting my position laddered down to around where we are right now, because I did add a lot at 42.5. But yeah, I think on a relief, if we do have a relief rally, I'm going to exit, because I do see scary price action below even $40,000 potentially in the next coming days. It's just incredible how people are looking for that bounce and are bullish at this range. It's it's not good news, guys. It's not good news. When you see too many people still bullish, it's not good news for me. And especially when you see, these guys, Goldman Sachs, Bitcoin can reach $100,000 in the near future. No, I remember Goldman Sachs calling for Bitcoin a scam back in 2018, 2019, while it was dropping, and it was time to accumulate. It was time to buy, and basically this is when they're calling for 100,000, when they are bearish, it's time to be bullish. When they are bullish, it's time to be bearish. It's just always been working like that. So yeah. And then we got the Fed that is not helping. This is not helping. Okay, this is not helping at all. So yeah, this is what we got, guys. This is the situation that we got in the next coming days. Are we going to get a massive relief rally and a bounce? It has to come at some point. But overall, we are on a downtrend in the immediate short term. So yeah, you potentially want to look for some shorting opportunities when you have those bounces to the upside. Now, we will analyze the Bitcoin price on the 4 hourly, and look for a potential short opportunity if we do get that massive bounce. Okay, on the 4 hourly, we do see right over here that already the 45, above the $46,000. Just that range is just insanely strong support level. That is going to be a very strong resistance. So that is potentially going to be a good shorting opportunity if that happens in the next coming days. Something to point out there. So yeah. Afternoon, Andy, and everyone. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Dennis. How are you doing? Hope you're doing absolutely great. Got 260 people watching, guys. Make sure to smash up the like button to help me out here with the channel. Smash up that like button, says Thomas Sachs. Whoop whoop. If you're in doubt, zoom out. Absolutely. Trade Ada. Shall we take a look at Cardano? See you and loud and clear. Andy, Helium, did you take a look at it? Absolutely great. Yeah, Helium, I think is a great project. It looks pretty decent, and I got it right over here. And I'm actually probably going to get some of this mining equipment. I got some friends getting some mining equipment. I want to order some, but it takes about 20 weeks to receive the mining equipment. Okay, all of this goes through satellite mining, and it looks pretty interesting. Definitely potentially going to get some of the mining equipment here for Helium. Look, all of these crypto projects are here to stay. Hi Andy, how's BTC support now? Is it 42 or 40k? Says Thomas. Well, if we're going to zoom out here on the daily, it is clearly around that range, guys, but it is very likely that we are going to pierce through that range and just, get a little bit of scary action. It is just almost inevitable to see the price action, pierce through there. Now, you might get that relief rally first and then come back down, or you might just pierce through here in the next coming hours and days, and it's going to be a little bit of scary volatility. People are going to freak out. And I'm expecting, just because this is what usually happens when you have this kind of action, all right? You have a lot of scary action to the downside. And in this case, we need to lean to the strongest support, basically. And our strongest support is that 40k level, right? If we take a look here at the VPVR, and also how many times we have touched that 40 $42,000. It's a range, guys, okay, because there's a lot of volatility out of that area, but we've seen it touched so many times as resistance and as support. It is just very, very likely going to hold. All right, I don't think on the first, this first test that we are coming back down. I think we need to bounce several times on it to break it, and that is my opinion with my experience. It's very unlikely that we are going to slice through it on the first attempt, right? You could arguably discuss that this was a first attempt, but this was very, very quick. Now we're having that next one, okay? So I think a potential relief rally before we actually potentially try and break it. And I think it's not going to be a successful breakout. I think it's going to be that test, that spring point, okay? Something very similar that we saw here. Because basically it's our last major support to potentially be in a bullish macro trend, right? Because we are in a macro trend because we have created higher highs on the macro and we are creating lower lows, all right? So we can, it's pretty clear. We are on a very aggressive downtrend and just retesting that last point of support, which is that 40K range. Now, this doesn't mean that, we might be hitting 39K and 38K and, and even 37K is possible with a massive wick, guys. Remember what we saw back here in the summer, right? Where 30K was our major last support level, right? And we were hitting that 29, even 28 point, I think it was this touch over here, 28.7 or so, even hitting it there, just touching it, coming back down. And I think something very similar could happen to BTC, where we do have everybody's focusing on $41,000. And we're just going to, I think the whales are just going to play with us. They're going to manipulate the price all the way down, hitting 39, 38, even 37. And that is, I think this is going to be the most bullish moment when everybody's extremely scared to potentially have a massive bounce and a reversal, because a lot of bulls are going to lose hope. And this is only my opinion, guys. You can think whatever you want. You can check out other analysts. I think what is basically going to happen is you are going to retest below $40,000. And what is going to happen there when that happens, that a lot of the bulls are going to lose interest. A lot of the bulls are going to be scared. And what is going to happen is bears are going to try and breakout trade this major support level, right? So you have breakout traders at below $40,000, 39, 38, and you have the bulls absolutely getting liquidated, from potential long positions over here. So you have the bears going over leveraged to the downside, aiming for 30K, and you have the bulls that are long in here with their stops below this major support level. So that is just a market effect where I think, okay, that is my analysis, where you are going to have that stop out triggered, bears getting over leveraged, and you have going to have that, automatic massive relief rally that's going to take you potentially to $47,000, $48,000, right? So that is going to be my take here by looking at the market. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you. I loaded yesterday on a crash. If it drops, we'll wait the 35K and load again. The scarier it gets, the more I like it, says Danny Vallis. Absolutely, that's absolutely true, guys. Today I was also analyzing the fear and greed index. Okay, fear and greed index here. Joseph and Mark, my moderators. Lauren, thank you for joining. And if we take a look at the last year, or you can take a look at the last few years, and usually when fear and greed index, and it's currently sitting below at 15, usually below 20 has always been a great buying opportunity, right? The price has always gone above in the near future when you buy at 15, 20 in the fear and greed index, okay, below 20. You can see here, this was June and July. We were sitting, around about 20 and even 15 in fear and greed index, and price exploded after a few weeks after that. Also, this happened in September. Fear and greed index just around at the 20 levels. back up again, and now this is where we are currently trading. Now, could it be different this time because we are going to see much lower levels? Yes, I'm only saying it's always been a good buying opportunity for the future. So if you're buying Bitcoin and hodling for the near future, and this could take years, right? This is always usually a good indicator, to buy and hold for the long run. Okay, you can buy today and it's going to be lower tomorrow. Yes, of course, we're only talking long term here. For using this indicator, I wouldn't trade based on this indicator at all, just by using that indicator. So right, send live to Bitcoinsensus alerts. Okay, yes, very true. I didn't tell my Telegram community here. Very true. Yeah, sending right away. Thank you, Lauren, for that. Thank you very much for letting me know. Right, let's take a look, guys, and I'm just going to take a look at my mods chat. I want to check that there's no super chat. Right, let me go through the comment section here. If that is not a head and shoulders, I do not know what is not a head and shoulder. Yeah, of course, it is also a potential scenario. Okay, we're not going to only talk bullish here. We need to talk bearish. All right, but I have John Cena here in the comment section. John Cena, we have this, head and shoulder. Yeah, we've been talking about this scenario also. There was one with an ascending neckline, which really broken already, but head and shoulders better with a solid support, and the strongest support here really is the $41,000, right? $41,000 range. Okay, very hard to say exactly what area it is, but yeah, I get the deal here. We have a head and shoulder potential pattern here. Very true. We are just retesting here, so we might have this price action, and then we'll form a head and shoulder with a larger right shoulder. This right shoulder is not the best looking, even though we did hit this point once. So yeah, it could be a head and shoulder. Will we successfully break this major support level? It's the strongest support that we do have right now. Okay, this one is the one that's going to trigger, in my opinion, the actual bear market. Because if we successfully break down $40,000 and come to 35 and 32, it is very likely that the next recovery phase is just going to be exhausted and we're going to come back down. It's just very likely. So I think if we do break $40,000 and aim to hit almost $30,000, it's an area that's going to be retested several times, right? It's just going to be an area that's going to be tested several times and might have a small breakout below $30,000. That is what I think is going to happen if we do break $40,000. Okay, we're going to go into that multi-monthly, potentially over a year bear market, right, where we're going to have those small relief rallies and continue to the downside. This is only if we do successfully break $40,000. Now I'm going to put a poll here before I go through the comment section, guys, about do you think we are going to successfully break, okay, $40,000, all right? To break 40K and enter monthly, I would say. I'm not sure if a multi-yearly. Multi-monthly can be years also, so it can be 12 months, it can be 24 months. All right, multi-monthly bear market. That is the question. Do you think we're going to break 40K and enter a multi-monthly bear market, guys? That question is for the community. Let's see if there is a lot of people that are going to think that the 40K levels is going to be defended, or is it going to be broken. I am still believing that this area is going to be defended, okay? We could hit 39K, 38K and have that massive spring point, okay? That is my deal here. Get a lot of people very scared, and this should happen in the next coming weeks. Is going to be the decision point here if we are going to have that bounce. Now, we need to be super cautious, because when we have that bounce, if that bounce happens, this is very alarming, guys, because I'm not sure if there's going to be enough power We're going to start seeing, interest rates going high, maybe in the next couple of months. Is inflation going to go back down to near 2%? What is going to go on worldwide? Nobody knows. There's a lot of uncertainty. So if BTC does have that relief rally, I'm not sure if this is going to be a good moment to exit, because that is the moment. It's not going to be looking good. Okay, we've got to be realistic here. Also, I'm ultra bullish. I am a moon boy, and we need to be realistic though. This is also for sure. We need to be cautious to see what happens if we do have that relief rally. I think maybe a lot of people are going to exit, okay? Maybe. So we're going to have to analyze the situation as soon as we have that relief rally, if it does happen, because, nothing is for sure here. It may not happen. It will maybe not happen, and we're going to slice through here. We're just going to have a little bit of consolidation here. If we do consolidate here for a long, long time, it's not going to be looking good, because we're basically just banging the door here. We're banging the door until we finally break it. So yeah, interesting times, guys. Interesting times. Hope everyone stays safe here. Why people hate ADA so much? Well, I'm not a huge supporter of ADA. It's just because one of the reasons why, and I think it's a good project, but they've just been lagging behind a lot, their promises. That is why. I guess. I am not going to close BTC at all, as it is very oversold. Yes, very true. It is well oversold. So, but I'm just going with the technicals. I knew that $40,000 is a super, super strong support, and I think that some type of relief rally should come, okay? The question is that relief rally, it's probably going to get exhausted, and we're going to come back down and bang on the door. And, as a lot of analysts are talking about, is also this potential head and shoulder. It's not going to be looking too good. So we want to see, as you say, there's not enough buying power. Right. Let's take a look here at the comment section. Right, let's scroll down. Right. I can see here. John Cena saying, lol, imagine that 56 bounce, then back to 42k levels, from the W. That would be a straight torture. Yeah, exactly. This is the potential scenario that if we do have that relief rally, I do know a lot of people that want to short this here, okay? Want to short this next bounce. So, if this is the thing, we might not even get that bounce here, but I know a lot of people will short there. So, this is the scenario. The chart is just not looking at its best moment. We have a lot of bullish people, and we have a lot of bearish people. We have here in the poll right now, and let me just say 188 votes, okay? And we have 40% saying yes. Do you think we're going to break 40k and enter multi-monthly bear market? And 41% says yes, 59% says no. So there's a little bit of more bullish people, still. Here with the votes in the comment section. Now it's 42-58, so yeah, it's a 50-50, almost a 50-50. There's a little bit more people bullish with hope, okay, from holding this level. And it's absolutely crazy, guys. I'm not sure what people you follow on Twitter, but I follow some analysts, bullish and bearish, okay, but a lot of them are just absolutely crazy with this scenario. I remember talking about this just over a week ago or so, about this potential movement, right? And it's everywhere right now. It's everywhere. It's just like seeing $100,000 by the end of 2021, right? It's just like seeing Plan B, talking about end of year, $100,000. And it's everywhere. It's everyone on Twitter. Everybody's saying, yeah, 2021, 4-year cycle, easy as just, hitting $100,000, selling there, and everybody's rich, right? No. No. I mean, I am bullish, but I mean, seeing this does you do change your opinion when you see, when I see this, also. If they start delivering, if the Federal Reserve starts delivering with, with increasing interest rates really, really fast, and inflation going down, they can just cut the tap, and then we see a lot of the assets are gonna suffer from this. That is for sure. And this one also, guys, I mean, I was surprised yesterday when I saw this, and people, retail, new people coming in are seeing this and saying, wow, Goldman Sachs is bullish on Bitcoin, calling it for $100,000. Yeah, that might not happen for a long time, guys, after this. And this was published on the 5th of yesterday, basically. I do not like this, guys. I do not like this. So anyway, that is my point of view on Bitcoin at this moment, guys. It's just I don't change, decision because I change my decision because of this kind of events, right? Because of this kind of news out there, because of Federal Reserve. Everything was pointing out that they're not going to put interest rates up anytime soon. At least at mid 2022, and they are going to stay very close to zero at 0.25 or whatever it is right now. Inflation's still going to go higher. They are not going to adjust it anytime soon because of not, the economy is going to have a massive hit. But it seems like they might adjust it, in Q1 of 2022, and that's not going to be good for risky assets such as Bitcoin and crypto. And then this, guys, yeah. Basically, there's so many geniuses out there calling for this being an accumulation, and I'm one of them, guys. I'm not taking myself out. I am one of them, but I feel sick seeing so many people talking about this. And, then I'm like, yeah, this is just not going to happen. We're going to go to $30,000 because it seems like everybody's a genius with this, accumulation zone. Yeah, I mean, that is the thing, guys. That is the thing. Right, let me just go here quickly through the comment section. Excellent. Do opposite of those morons. Yeah, exactly. I guess you're talking about Goldman Sachs, right? Oh, when I saw that yesterday, and the amount of people commenting saying, "Wow, they are realizing this. They are bullish. It is going to happen. It's probably not going to happen for a long time if they're starting to publish it. I think they have been buying at very low levels. Goldman Sachs has been buying Bitcoin for a long time. I'll tell you that. And while they were crushing it, while they were calling it a scam." They probably didn't manage to sell here and here and here, or they do have a big bag, and they are trying to pump the price up with this, crappy news and their crappier events that they are saying, Bitcoin will reach $100,000 soon because they have a bunch of Bitcoin that they want to sell at higher levels. And it is how it works. They are liars. All right? So yeah, and they probably want their, retail to buy in here for that potential revert, for that potential, dead cat bounce or relief rally or whatever. And this event right there, if this does happen, it's going to be a critical moment. I am going to think, what is the future in the next coming months for Bitcoin if we do arrive to this level and we consolidate. Especially seeing this kind of, news that we're seeing, this kind of publishers from Goldman Sachs yesterday, because they want to push the price up at these levels. Because they have still a big bag of Bitcoin. That's what I think, guys. I don't know. It's crazy moments. Every day changes. We've got different news. We've got different analysis. They price break support, resistance. For Chainlink, press popcorn. Yeah, I've got the Chainlink chart here because Chainlink was doing pretty good, actually. Chainlink was doing great yesterday, almost hitting $28. We were talking about that, the Fibonacci retracement from the top here to the bottom of hitting, it was hitting 50 cents 50%, sorry, of the retracement already. We were aiming for at least, you know, that golden pocket area. We might be lucky and get a bounce here if we do have a big relief rally on Bitcoin and the markets in general, all depending on the S&P 500 as well, guys. But had a beautiful breakout at a critical resistance area, which was the $24. And yeah, thanks to Bitcoin, thanks to the market sentiment, then this is the thing, guys. This is why you need to, at the end of the day, we focus on the stock market, the general sentiment worldwide, and Bitcoin, who is still it's the granddaddy, but it's still the leader, you like it or not, all right? Still, it is still the leader. You can see these layer ones trying to decouple sometimes because Bitcoin might go sideways or slightly to the downside, and you might see, you know, these layer ones such as Phantom's doing great. Phantom, you know, Solana, Avalanche, and they did get a hit. They did get a hit. So overall, general market sentiment, S&P, Nasdaq, you know, Dow Jones, and Bitcoin, you know, they're the ones that you'll need to focus on your analysis and market sentiment, because if they take a hit, altcoins will double the hit, and yeah, you can see that by now. I know a guy that is still in a 42x short from 68,941. That must be Daniel from Chart Champions. Absolutely excellent trader. He is absolutely a brilliant trader. Do dollar cost averages? Dollar cost average, says Bin Sarah. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. If you are an investor, we've got investors and traders. I'm a bit of a mix, okay? I got my holding portfolio, and I only use a small percentage of that portfolio, maybe 2-3% to, you know, trade. And yeah. But yeah, most of you people, I guess, are investors, right? You do strongly believe in Bitcoin in the long term. I think it's a great investment for the mid-long term. So yeah, definitely. Ethereum, what's going on with Ethereum? I just voted yes for everybody is bullish, then it's less to come. Fear and greed shows better the situation. Yeah, exactly. Hi Andy, would you mind taking a look at Ethereum, please? Apologies in advance, it is already been seen. No, absolutely not. We haven't taken a look at Ethereum. Let's take a look at Ethereum. I just want to go through the comment section, and Ethereum basically got a massive hit. It was losing a major support level, and yeah, Ethereum is also a good one to take a look at, and also Bitcoin. It is apart from the $40,000 major support level, it is also the golden pocket here from the Fibonacci tool. Okay, from the lows to the highs, you know, we are basically just sitting around that golden pocket area, right, on the Fibonacci levels. This is also why you could potentially have just a little bit of volatility here before you get a bounce back. You know, it's at a major Fibonacci level, and it's a major resistance zone here. So, you know, that is why we have that hope. Not hope, you know, the technicals really. Hoping that the technicals are going to work there. So, yeah, let me take a look at Ethereum, because Ethereum did break out some major, I saw it was at $3,400. So, yeah, let's take a look at Ethereum. Broke out a major support range. Let's see another chart here. I've got some different charts here that I analyze with. Yeah, basically here on Ethereum, let me just zoom out here. Let me get the VPVR out of the way, and let's, you know, put some volume, and we haven't got much here. But basically, Ethereum is very, very far away from these higher lows, right? You've got higher lows on Ethereum. So on the macro, it is looking pretty bullish, looking all right. You know, you're in a massive correction from the massive pump that you had here in October and November, basically. So, you know, if you take a look at the fib levels from the top here to the high, we are basically just hitting that 62 golden pocket range, all right over here right now. So we might get some kind of relief rally just because it's a major Fibonacci level. And yeah, this is my take here on Ethereum, but we are breaking major support levels. It is not looking good at all. I did see this. You can take a look at the daily or the 4-hourly. It doesn't really matter. But if you take a look at this major resistance, okay, from these lower highs, it was looking pretty good. We were getting some pretty nice bounces. We did know that 3,600 was a major support. But this downtrend is just it's more aggressive than I thought, actually. And yeah, basically, if you're a scalper, you wanna trade the immediate short-term trend. Basically, in the channel, we were talking about more long-term, for swing trade, defending this range for the next coming weeks. And it's just, for the moment, it's not happening. We're actually breaking support levels. So yeah, I mean, if you were trading this as a channel for scalping, and we are basically losing major levels right now. I think if we do retrace, we got heavy resistance right now above us at the $3,600. So we basically have the volume is not insanely high. It's not insanely high volume. I do believe so that we are going to have some type of relief rally. There are some big bullish divergence here on the RSI, where you are creating lower lows on the price action and RSI is creating higher lows, as you can see. So yeah, some type of relief rally is very likely, and it might be a good short opportunity. We got to be clear here. In the immediate short term, we are in a downtrend, and the $3,600, $3,650 range is such a strong resistance that if you do have that relief rally and you start to consolidate here a little bit, it might be a good short opportunity. That resistance has been such a strong support that if you come all the way to those levels, then you will break it. And if you take a look at the Fibonacci from the highs to the lows, it is round about the golden pocket also. So yeah, 3,600 is indicating me there is such a strong resistance that you are going to get that. You are potentially going to get that major rejection, especially if volume is very low here and you start to consolidate here. It might be a big trigger for a potential short, almost to retest the lows here. All right, as soon as you come back down to retest the lows, it would be a good place to take some profits. Now, in this case, if we do see that price action, where would I put my stop loss if I were to trade this for a day trade or a small swing trade? If it's going to be a couple of days to come all the way down here, would be behind the 78% Fibonacci retracement from the high to the low. And yeah, just a tight stop loss if it does manage to come up here, because you could have that V-shaped recovery, right? It could happen. But basically this one, it happened right over here. If you take a look at the fib levels from the drop, right, this was you could see that retracement right here, and then the start of this drop, then you entered this bear flag right there. So yeah, if you take a look at the retracement here on Ethereum, if we take the top here, $4,100, this was on the 23rd of December. This was the start of the drop, and if you go to the lowest point, then yeah, you didn't reach the 62% golden pocket, which is right up there. You just hit 50%. So basically, I mean, 50% of the retracement is already a start of an entry for a potential short opportunity if the trend's to the downside. And you could ladder in your position if it does go to the 62% golden pocket range. And you're also forming this. You're in a downtrend. You're retracing with low volume. So, if you take a look at the volume, and maybe the Bybit exchange is not the best one, but you can see that volume is slightly higher to the downside. And the retracement, you have pretty low volume. Just have one spike here. And, basically, yeah, this is screaming for a potential breakdown, basically. And if you were to use classic technical analysis from textbook, you would say that this is the pole from the bear flag, and this is the target. You put the pole here to the resistance point, and that is the potential target that has been met, as you can see here on the chart. So yeah, maybe a reversal from this point is very likely. A small relief rally is very possible. Guys, we got 550 people watching at this moment. Thank you very much. Make sure to smash up that like button, on your way in. If you are newcomers, what does the poll say? A lot of people bullish and bearish. I'm going to go through the comment section straight away. Make sure to smash up that like button if you want to support the channel. If you are interested in trading, make sure to check out Bybit. You get the best bonus available down below on Bybit or on Phoenix. I do get a small commission, guys. It's another way to support the channel. But if you are interested in trading, you are experienced, and you're not willing to risk more than you're willing to lose, then yeah, you got the links down below in the description, guys. Up to 4,100 on both exchanges, Bybit and Phoenix. I've got tutorials down below also. Guys, also, we got new Bitcoinsensus Germany channel. He actually posted a video yesterday about this potential trade. Nicholas here, we got Bitcoinsensus Germany, and he was talking about this descending triangle yesterday on the channel. Played out very, very nicely. We did see some people talk about this, and he was actually talking about it on his analysis. Make sure to follow Nicholas from Bitcoinsensus. The link is also down below. It's Bitcoinsensus Germany if you want to find it, but I do have the link in our socials down below in the description. Make sure to give him a support. He is also doing some analysis, so then you got another point of view. All right, we got other people here doing analysis, and yeah, basically it's another good channel to take a look at for another point of view. Right, another opinion is always good. Right, let me go here through the comment section. I got a super chat here from Crypto Commons. Dash, please. Let's take a look at Dash. Dash got insanely crushed. One of the OGs. I think it's an incredible project. It's basically fast money, secure and private, but it's one of the OGs. It did get a massive hit. I think Dash, basically, taking a look at here, the chart is just, yeah, a long time since we did analyze Dash here. If we take a look at the daily, we are basically retesting the summer lows. Look at this. Dash went all the way up to 1,000, well above $1,400 back in the bull run in late 2017. But yeah, we want to focus on what is happening right now. And basically, we are retesting the summer lows here on Dash. Almost retesting the summer lows. I think, we are going to hover, we are going to trade around that range, very, very likely. For the next coming days, we're just probably going to consolidate and at some point get a bounce. Okay, it's very, very likely. But what I do think also is that it's just this bounce over here that can happen in the next coming weeks is potentially just going to be another macro lower high. Okay, so it's just going to be a long consolidation till we see some kind of pump, right, in the next coming months. We had a massive hype over here on Dash, and thank you Crypto Commons for the super chat. Make sure to check out his channel. Yeah, basically that. Okay, I am looking for a potential, maybe not as long as 2019 and 2020, but after a massive pump cycle like what happened here, a long consolidation is very likely when this happens, right? So you're just going to basically hover around the low $100 in my opinion. I don't think I think it's very, very unlikely we're going to lose those levels. In the case of Dash, it's just going to be a boring price action till we see some activity to the upside. A lot of people not losing interest heavily right now. People are interested when the price pumps, right? It's the way how we work. The human emotions work like that. So if the price is going down and sideways, who wants to buy that? And basically this is what happened here during the entire bear market in 2018 till 2020, late 2020 basically. And we might see a smaller bear market because the hype in the case of Dash and a lot of cryptos have done insane gains, such as Solana, Avalanche, and a lot of them. But yeah, these ones that are haven't had a massive hype. A lot of them haven't had a hype. I didn't get the feeling of a huge hype, even though there was a lot of meme coins and everything. But I think maybe the consolidation is not going to be as long in the case here. Looking at Dash, the consolidation may be not as long. So my take here on Dash, I think Dash, $100 range is a great buy zone in my opinion, because this is where we do basically have, this major resistance and support level where it's just gonna, I think the old OG holders, we all have holders for Bitcoin and for different cryptos, right? The good thing about, on-chain data, you can see Glassnode as in, over 20% of Bitcoin hodlers haven't moved their Bitcoin for over 1 year from their wallets, right? They're always really, really old holders that just do not move their Bitcoin. And potentially we do have this same situation for Dash in this case, where there's going to be lots of people that, have bought Dash, here or here. And they have been holding their Dash for over a year, and it might be 20, 30, 40% of the people. And this is why you find a base, because there's always going to be a bunch of people that are just not going to sell. So there's no sellers, there's no buyers, and you finally find a floor, right? And I think this is what is going to happen basically for Dash before we see any type of rally. It's just going to be boring sideways action, probably creating lower highs, maybe for a month, maybe for 6 months. We don't really know. But best thing you could do here is to accumulate if you are bullish on Dash, in my opinion, because it will have some type of rally in the future. And yeah, that's about it. My take here in the immediate short term is that we will hold the $100 area and we will get some bounce. If maybe a long position from the volatility that happens here would be a good play, and definitely take some profits, at least 50% of the actual of the actual drop. So I would say if it did come down to the low 100s, and an easy take profit would be from the lowest part, from here to the lowest part where you actually dropped, and 38%, 50% of the actual bounce, I would already be taking profits, because you do not know if you're going to go higher. It is very, very likely you're going to create another lower high, right? That would be my take here looking at Dash. I've got another super chat here. Guys, thank you very much for joining the live stream. Let's take a look at Chris Fazler. We're going to see a massive short squeeze today, BTC. Maybe, potentially. It could happen. It's in the cards. We're maybe going to have that massive relief rally. Who knows? The whole point here on Bitcoin is we need to defend that 40K level. And the next coming days are going to be crucial. I think we might see that scary volatility to the downside, just like what happened here. Okay, we've been talking about this now for over a week now, but I do not like this this scenario already, because I see too many people talking about it. It's all over Twitter. If you follow any type of analyst or influencer or whatever, a lot of them are talking about this. I've got different scenarios here of June and July, happening right now in December, January. And it's just, I don't like it. I don't like too many people talking about that. It's like everybody talking about 100K at the end of 2021. So yeah, thank you very much for the super chat, by the way. Let's take a look at the comment section right now. And I'm going to take a look at the poll. Right, my question here, we got 546 votes. We got, do you think we're going to break $40,000 and enter a multi-monthly bear market? We have 45% of people saying yes, and 55% saying no. So the market really, and this is 547 votes, it looks pretty mixed up, right? This is what makes a market. It's 50-50 almost 50-50. We do have a small percentage that are more bullish than bearish. So yeah. Right, moderators. Thank you, Dava. Thank you, Mark Dirch. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, moderators, for the insane support. Andy, will the alts have a bit of a rally today? Do you think? I think so. Usually when you have this type of correction, you do have that relief rally. I think we can already see it on some altcoins. I've got my portfolio of Metis, DAO, Saito. They've all got a massive hit, guys. Look at Saito. It's just insane. But Saito is basically getting, just taking a look at some altcoins and my personal investments. We can see Saito. I've still got a cold, by the way. We can see Saito basically from the lows, from the massive pump that we had, and I did not take profits on this one in the end. I did not take profits, even though I was very, very tempted. I was very tempted, but I did see, you know, we were going to have a consolidation at the highs, but it came straight back down. This is what you get when you are investing, in this case, in my case here on Saito, on mid low cap coins. You need to hold the volatility. If you're not prepared for that volatility, then don't invest. It's a project that I believe is going to have huge utility and has a bright future. Now, you need to hold these massive hits. Luckily, I entered at 2.6. I was calling it again at about 6.3 cents. We are very, very close to, since we called it on a video. I think it was around about this area. And yes, of course, we are seeing that effect right now. A lot of altcoins are going to have that relief rally. They are going to have some kind of rally. But I think, you know, what you get after a relief rally is another dump, right? So after a massive drop, usually after a relief rally, after a drop, you have a relief rally and you come back down. Because what you need is a consolidation. You don't usually see this and then a massive drop and then you recover, you know, in a V-shaped recovery. It's very, very unlikely. It's very, very unlikely. Most likely scenario here would be basically coming up, coming down, relief rally, come back down, and then consolidate, and then have the next rally at some point, right? So what I wanted to show you here on Saito, you're basically hitting the 62% Fibonacci retracement here. And we are at those levels right now. I think we're potentially going to hold this range. And this is also, we did talk about the retracement coming all the way down here, actually, on one of my latest videos on Saito, coming all the way down to the low 60 cent level, because we have a consolidation. It's the Fibonacci 62% retracement, and this is where we're currently at. So we might have a relief rally, come back down, go slightly below it, consolidate. Yeah, who knows what kind of price action will come next. But that's my take. Saito got a massive hit. And it was looking gorgeous right over here when it was pumping. I mean, it just pumped like crazy just after I launched my video. Metis is also one of them. You know, Metis got it's getting a bit of a hit. It's doing all right. It's doing all right. It's at $187. It's having a correction after this massive rally. You know, it had to happen. It had to happen. So let's take a look. Yeah, I got a super chat here from Chris Faisler. You're doing a great job. Thank you for your everyday's work. Thank you very much for the $10. You know, thank you very much appreciated. I'm not sure if I'm doing a great job. I'm just giving you my opinion. You know, I've been here in the market, in the crypto market for almost 4 years, 3.5 years. 3.5 years since mid 2018. As I started getting into crypto in the middle of the bear market, and yeah, it was pretty exciting. Right, thank you very much for the super chat, my man. Yeah, I'm just giving you content here. You can you can basically just take your opinion. Star Atlas, please. IZZ Star Atlas. Let's take a look at Star Atlas. We can take a look at Star Atlas on the chart. There's two Star Atlas. We got the Atlas and the Polis. The DAO token I think has a little bit of more utility, but we can take a look at any of them too. I'm not sure if Atlas is here on TradingView. We don't have much data. Basically here on Atlas, we're keeping it simple because I think we haven't got more data on Atlas. It would be nice to see a little bit of more price data to find out some strong levels of consolidation, but we don't have any data. Now when we take a look at Atlas, we are currently below a major resistance zone. This is looking at the daily. We can go at the 4 hourly. Ever since we broke the trend here, it's just been going down. So we had this higher low, and then this high low broke. We had a lot of volatility. We were getting a consolidation at this major support level, and basically when you hit a support level for such a long time, you know, in the case of looking bearish, it's very, very likely not going to hold. And we can see that we basically are breaking down here. Start at last. At some point, in my opinion, and I'm just going to go a little bit with fundamentals here, and it's not looking too bad at all right now looking at the chart. At some point it's going to reverse. It will reverse in the next coming month or two, and one of the main reasons is because supposedly in February the game is going to launch. Okay, that is my understanding, that the game is going to launch on February. I'm not sure if it's going to be postponed or what is going to happen, but I think that there will be some kind of pump into the launch of the game, right? If it's going to be launched in February, and I think usually what people do is they buy the rumor and the news. In this case, it's going to be the launch of the game. And the launch of the game, the few weeks before, I think there's going to be a little bit of hype, right? We're going to see a little bit of hype and a little bit of price action to the upside. So I think, in my opinion, you know, being realistic, not 100x, not a 50x, but you could potentially double your money before the launch of the actual game. And I'm not sure what is the best token to buy on Star Atlas, if it's Atlas or Polis. But it's one of the biggest games out there. You know, the huge developers, huge team on the Solana blockchain, and the game looks really, really hot. And you want to buy something when it's just about to launch and they have huge developers. I think marketing is going to be insane. That you know, it's just almost inevitable that token of this insane game, before the launch of the day of the launch of the game, it's going to be pumped. It's just very, very likely, guys, in my opinion. Right. So, yeah. Let's take a look at the comment section. We got a bit of John Cena here. Is it the real John Cena? Are you the real John Cena? I could see you. You were bashing me a little bit on my comment section. You're going to get a little bit of bang bang in your bottom. Right, let's take a look at the comment section here. Any altcoins to take a look at here? Solana, please. What's going on with Solana? I mean, I think Solana's got a little bit of a hit. Solana did get some issues really with the network. I think it overloaded or something happened a few weeks ago or a couple of months ago. And let's take a look at shall we take a look at Solana. Yeah, Solana is just not looking great. It looks like we were getting above a major level. I think this must have, on the daily, huge bearish divergence right there. And it's just getting absolutely crushed. We talked about a potential head and shoulder scenario here. And we did come all the way back up here. It's very, very choppy. So, you know, finding out major support and resistance levels is very, very hard here on Solana, because you have a lot of spikes and a lot of volatility. It's very, very hard for charting, I've got to say, regarding support and resistance. But there was, you know, a scenario here of this, you know, a potential head and shoulder. And it's not the most beautiful. You're never going to see a nice, beautiful head and shoulder, you know, with the exact shoulder being at the same level of the right shoulder and a nice, beautiful, spiky head. It's very, very hard to see those kind of patterns on the chart. Now, what you can clearly see here is that you had this volatility retesting the support range. Then you had this one right there. And then you already started to see lower highs here, right? Bouncing at this support level. You lost support, and it looks like that all of this range was already a good buy selling zone. Very, very difficult. You know what you could do, the best thing you could do here, basically, you know, fighting, seeing that the trend is reversing because of this lower high right over there, and you are breaking this low, it is already not looking good. It's already not looking good. And yeah, basically this reversal would have been a great shorting opportunity. Now, you're basically changing the trend here with these lower highs, and I was looking, it looks like that this is the last chance for Solana to potentially get up here. And if you take a look at I'm going to take a look at the comment section right now. I've got a super chat. If you take a look at the highs here to the lows, you're basically almost hitting that golden pocket from this major drop, right? Because this counts as one drop, right? If you can see it, you do have a little bit of consolidation there, but it's all basically one drop. And if you're in doubt, you need to zoom out, and this is the 4-hourly chart. You basically go to the daily chart, and you can clearly see that all of this is just one massive impulse to the downside. And near to the golden pocket is almost always a very, very good opportunity to short and buy. I wouldn't trade. Obviously, you don't trade just by Fibonacci, but you can see that the trend is just getting exhausted. Basically, you are creating this lower high, and you have this aggressive drop. So yeah, it's just not. It's not looking good at all. Solana is just not looking good. We could come down to much lower levels here, being realistic. A lot of altcoins. I don't like this chart at all. And it's going to take a long time to have this kind of rally, in my opinion. Basically because you need to consolidate. You need to have a consolidation, a massive accumulation zone, if that is going to be here, or if it's going to be here, to have these kind of rallies. These rallies don't happen, in a matter of a week or two. They need large consolidations. That is what usually happens, right? Well, if you take a look at Solana here, Solana wasn't looking good right there when it had this massive drop. This was back in May. That was a great buying opportunity back in May and June, right? When you had that drop. $22 Solana in July, who would have said it would have been a great buy. But yeah, you drop, you consolidate. So this took a few months till it rallied. So, but it rallied big time. I'm not sure if this kind of rally is going to happen for Solana anytime soon. We do have a strong base here on Solana, so it could come down to lower levels. Now, what you could do here is, as soon as you start breaking this lower high, major resistance zone for a potential trend reversal, and create, it might be a good buying opportunity. For the moment, it's looking bearish. You're going down. You're creating lower highs. Yeah, let's not try and find the bottom. If we lose this level, I think the next retracement might be a short opportunity. So yeah, stay cautious. We are going down. And let me just go here through the super chat. Right, let me take a look. Right, let me take a look at 1 second here. Solana is what I called an ugly boogly. It is the ghost that about to ghost your money from your account. Yeah, it's in a downtrend. We're breaking basically structure. We are creating lower highs. It's not looking too good. To start becoming bullish, we should be breaking this trend back up again, and breaking this high for confidence, in my opinion. For the moment, it looks like that, it might just continue down here or have a relief rally and then come back down and retest the lows here. It's not looking great. We are basically in a downtrend in the immediate short term. Let me take a look at Rod here. Thanks for the $10, my man. Great stream, Andy. Thank you. Do you think it could be beneficial to start talking about the possibilities in DeFi 3 projects to earn passive income even with stable coins during this downturn? I mean, absolutely. There are some platforms, and if you want, I will, because I do have a couple of platforms, I will get some platforms. This is a very, very good point, because a lot of people maybe maybe not. A lot of them don't have spare stable coins. I do, but I don't want to stake them. I basically want to buy in at lower levels from some other cryptos. I do have some spare USDT, but a lot of people might want to invest their USDT and get some yield on it. And I do have a couple of platforms that we can talk on the next live stream. So I'm going to write that down, because that is something I want to talk about also. A lot of people maybe just want to have their stable coins from profits, and basically, hold on to, and there's some really nice yields out there. You can get 12%, 14%, and much higher than that. But I would say the most stable ones and the safest are about 12% yearly return on your actual investment. On a lot of them on USDT, they do give 12%, and I will talk about some platforms on that on the next live stream. Make sure to join the Telegram. You can tag me there, and I can talk you through the platforms. One of them is Change Finance, that goes on the Fusion blockchain. It is a decentralized application that gives you very, very good returns on your stable coins. So, but anyway, we can talk about that when you tag me in the Telegram group if you wish. Right. Let me just go here. Right, let me take a look at the comment section here. I got the moderators and a couple of people having some fun here in the comment section. BTC quick, please, says Matthew. Right, let's go to Bitcoin straight away. Let's go here straight to Bitcoin for Matthew, and talk about the situation. Bitcoin maybe going to have some type of relief rally. Now, I'm in a long position. I've been laddering my long position since $46,000. And it's been crazy because, this is what happens. I don't want to get burned because the situation is getting scary. And I do think that we could hit 39, 38. And it just feels crazy just to, keep adding to this position and being in the red. So I think on the next, I'm looking for that potential relief rally. It looks like that we are maybe going to have that relief rally. And I've basically been adding heavily to my position. I've got a huge position. I've got more than I want to use from my Bybit account. So basically I'm looking to exit the position because it looks like that we might potentially come to much lower levels. And the reason why, looking at Bitcoin here on the 4 hourly or the 1 hourly, we basically, this is what we're looking for, guys. We're looking for, we haven't got much more support below, at this range where we're trading at right now. The strongest support level is at 40K, 41K. And I think, in this massive downtrend, any type of relief rally is going to be very likely to retest that range. I don't think we're going to have a massive relief rally up to, $54,000. Not just yet. I think, the fear needs to still continue in the next coming days. So my take here on Bitcoin, and if we want to do immediate short-term analysis, we basically had a massive drop here from yesterday. This was losing that $46,000 major support level where we have been bouncing several times. But by looking at the chart, it was we didn't talk about it yesterday actually, but it looked pretty obvious that you're basically creating lower highs. You are retesting this major support level that has been touched so many times, 4 or 5 times. You finally break down of it. And my take here is that you are going to see some type of relief rally, and this is if you do not create. Let's take a look at the 30-minute. Let's go here let's deep dive in here. You got some massive bullish divergence. I think a relief rally is imminent at this point. We're potentially going to hit maybe 43.4. I mean, just a blind guess by looking at the tools here from the start of the drop. This is on the 30-minute. Okay, this is going a little bit aggressive into day trade from the top here to the lows. Now it looks like that we are forming a bottom here. We are forming a low. Right, so some type of relief rally is the time. It's time for the bulls to fight. where could the bulls fight to? The bulls could fight to, you know, taking a look at the fib levels, you know, 38%, 50%, and, you know, the most aggressive one, 61% golden pocket. Now, nothing guarantees you that we are going to reach those levels, but I would say at least the 38% level is very, very likely to be hit, and that is just about $44,000. So, yeah, immediate short term, massive round formation. Could this be a bear flag? I think not, because it's just forming like a nice round formation. It's just very likely to have a pop, right? A little bit of a relief rally and then potentially continue down. But what else can we see? We can see, you know, on the 30-minute chart, and I don't trust this very much, these divergences, but you have massive bullish divergence where the RSI is creating higher lows, price action is creating lower lows, as you can see here, if you do not count the wick, but even though counting the wick, you are actually creating slightly lower lows, but you can take a look at the half an hour closes. So yeah, there are some bullish divergence. So a relief rally looks almost imminent, and we are potentially looking for that $44,000 range maybe in the next coming hours. Not guaranteed, you know, just looking at the probabilities. And I think, you know, as soon as we start pumping here, or depending on the volume and the kind of price action that we create, it is just going to be another macro lower high. And if we do hit $46,000, which I think is very, it is possible, but I doubt we're going to go as high as above 46,000. We have a bunch of resistance there, guys. That is just going to be, there's just going to be a massive hammer there of bears, you know, bashing the price back down. In my opinion, this is looking at the 30-minute chart, right? So, guys, insane, 283 likes. Make sure to smash up that like button. Very much appreciated. I'm going to go here through the super chat. Guitar Swap gives me 58% APR for staking in that Binance US dollar USDT farming. Stay ruthless. Farming, stay ruthless, my friend. Right. Yeah, this is the thing. Is it sustainable? This is the thing. We need to be careful with these APRs, okay? Guitar Swap on Binance US dollar tether pair. So, I mean, 58%, you know, yearly, you know, if you're putting $100,000 into this staking reward system, I know Pancake Swap used to give, I'm not sure what they give now, but it was over 70% also in Pancake Swap. Now, you are risking there because you are putting it into an exchange, and yeah, this is the thing. I'm not sure how sustainable these APRs are, but this is the research that you need to take a look at. Are they sustainable? You know, can you deposit your crypto, your stablecoin in Guitar Swap without being you know, in danger? This is the thing. But yeah, 58 APR. I mean, if you put $100,000 worth of stable coins, you know, you're getting $58,000 at the end of the year. Yeah, baby. I mean, that's, you know, very, very juicy. I'm not sure how sustainable that is, but I know about sustainable 12%. 12%. You might think, I don't know, I don't want to stake 12. You know, I don't want 12%. But I know it works, and I know it's sustainable, and that you will get paid that exact 12% at the end of the year, and that's a lot, in my opinion. 58% is even better, but how sustainable is that on Guitar Swap? I'm actually going to do some research on Guitar Swap, like you said, and you know, if I do see that as a pretty good place to do your staking or your farming, then yeah, we'll have a take a look at, definitely. Andy, can you take a look at Casper Labs? Casper Labs has been one of them that's been talked insanely. I remember a lot of people talking about Casper Labs for the IDO, and I don't know what happened to that one. It had a massive crash down, and it might be a very good project though. It's a layer 1 smart contract project, and it might have a very bright future. I have no idea what the team is doing. I'm not following this project at all. But this is the moment. If you're a strong believer in this project, do your research, and these are the best moments you can buy in. These are the best moments. It's at almost launch price, I think. I think this one launched at about 10 cents. I think, I'm not. I could be wrong there. Phantom, check out Apollo Currency Bros. Boost Wayne, thank you very much for the super chat. Apollo, let's take a look at Apollo. Apollo Currency. What is Apollo Currency? I don't have any Apollo DAO. Is it Apollo DAO? Apollo coin? Yeah, Apollo currency. Which one? I do have a bunch one here. Well, there's no Apollo currency. There's Apollo coin. Let me know in the comment section right now, and I'll take